this is Shokora Zouheikyoku aka chocomint, and welcome back to our Let's Play of Celestia. In the last episode, we have found a cold sign of our warm sun, and so now we will see if he is going to change according to what he has said, or if there is something new happening. So, let's continue. Which sea fire was it again? This is very awkward. I don't know why they don't allow saving completely, but they allow a quick save though. Thank you for your time and consideration. Don't miss me too much, okay? Thank you for listening. Thank you for listening. Solis smiles kindly at me. You deserve that consideration. Don't thank me too much for it. Because I am the timekeeper. No, because I respect you, Your Grace. Surprising. Why? Would you rather me beg you to wax poetry in my name? I might demand respect, but even I have limitations. I smile at the jest. Well then, as I said, I wish you well. I should thank you, because I have a feeling I will need such words. I'll see you around. As I turn and walk away, I am tempted to look back. I try not to, but the blanket wrapped around my shoulders compels me to, treating me to the sight of Lord Solis staring contemplatively into the water. The next night, as I am strolling through the gardens once again, I catch sight of Solis, speaking with some other celestials. He does not seek me out intentionally, that much I can tell, but the moment he notices me, he excuses himself to approach. Even as he comes to me with his usual confidence, it deflates the moment we make eye contact. I don't know why he seems so nervous, but it makes me feel the same. I try to stay calm as he looks at me. I have a request for you, Timekeeper Iluna. A request? Yes, so please hear me out. I'm not sure why I want more. To keep my distance from this strangely sweet and sour lore, or to spend more time with him so I can figure out what makes him so soulless. It's a strange mix of both, and it's anyone's game to see how the scouts weigh in the end. Alright, I will. Solis sighs in relief. I'm grateful, because this is a rather large favor. Would you be willing to escort me into town? Town? Yes. I've been speaking with Prince Zakao. He too enjoys spending time with humans as he suggested. I do not normally spend time with those on the planets I rule, so it seemed a reasonable suggestion to me if I want to understand where you are coming from. The idea of Solis approaching the somber celestial tickles me, and I can't help but smile. I contemplate for a long moment. This is interesting because in our route we actually didn't meet Lord Zakao. Like we know of him, but we didn't interact with him. So, oh yeah, that's true. We still know of him, I guess. Is that a good idea? Are you certain you would like me to accompany you? It will be my pleasure. I'm glad that you asked, Lord Solis. I agree that Lord Sackhound's suggestions was very reasonable, and I appreciate that you took it to heart. A willingness to learn and to admit you may not be entirely right is important to someone in my position. You challenged my point of view, and I'm grateful for that. Then I'm delighted to join you on this trip. When would you like to go? Is now a bad time? It's a great time, actually. I have observed the humans of this place long enough to know that the night market is open. Would Solis find that sort of thing enjoyable? Because if not, he will stick out like a sore thumb. I replied slowly. It's a good time, but you should probably stick with me. Just for now, that is. He looked surprised. The entire time. I answered his question with one of my own. Is that not what you expected? And also, what are you thinking about with that flash in your face? It was not. I simply wished to explore without burdening you. Considering it, thanks for escorting me at the party. We both know that was a disaster. So consider it a do-over. Who knows? Perhaps things will improve if I take the lead. It's a bad joke, but I don't expect Solis' response at all. He looks at me in awe, as if I'll say something unbelievable, profound, and powerful. I most certainly believe they will. Oh, thank you. Now it's my turn to get all flustered. I look away for a moment to collect myself, but quickly look back. I'll need to take his hand and lead him around. But how do I do that? Ask to take his hand. Take his hand slowly. I mean, consent is very nice, so let's ask for consent. Ask to take his hand. Lord Solis? Yes? May I take your hand? He looks at me as though he's never heard of the body part in his life. Okay. My hand. It's a flimsy excuse, but I use it anyway. In order to guide you, I'll need to keep you with me at all times. Luckily, he's got a brick for a head. Oh my god, Ilona, come on. That's most appropriate then, isn't it? I don't know why I can't find it's funny. I can't believe like she's openly well, not openly insult him, but insult him in her heart, I guess. I'm not. It is. He looks a bit puzzled at my flustering, but he lets me take his hand when I reach for it. I suppose that's a good sign. At least I believe it's a good sign. Now that that's settled, shall we get going? Yes, that sounds perfect to me. Wait, one more thing. Try not to be so conspicuous. Yes? I gesture at the flames on his breast. Today, we are humans. Solis scoffs in disbelief. As if they would believe it. Even a dunce could see that we are not quite like them. One look in my eyes and they'll know. I know that. But no matter what, we don't talk about all galaxies. We don't refuse to interact with the humans of the town. And we definitely don't use our abilities. Deal? Solis nods hesitantly. With our hands linked, I call for a servant from our ever-present protective detail, committed to watching over us to care for our physical forms. They agreed to bring us a carriage to ride us into town. Everyone's lights are on indoors, even this late, and that's when I know we arrived on the correct day. I've observed enough markets for my heavens to know that one is far from traditional. The houses are strung with decorations and stalls, but most of the trading and purchasing happens in the common people's homes. Solis looks around, his eyes wide with weary interest. The children go out to play with their parents, and someone stays home to offer things they no longer wish to have. The stalls are for official vendors and merchants, but everyone is welcome to sell. I've observed this occurrence once every month, and it's always pleasing to the eye. I've always wanted to be among them, and now, as our carriage pulls away without us, I finally came. Solis looks confused and awestruck at the same time. Is this how they always gather? Not always. This happens around once a month. I've seen it for many years. I see. This isn't quite a party, is it? Not quite. The people here call it a night market. And speaking of people, I look around at the crowd that has started to form around us. My eyes meet them drifting the way we are dressed. So much for pretending to be humans. Our presence is a bit much, which is something I should have thought about earlier. Let's keep moving. Yes, I understand. Lead the way. We walk around town for a bit, stopping at different spots. However, one thing stays consistent, and it's the fact that Solis sticks out. I know he can't help it, but everyone's assumed he's someone of importance. They aren't wrong, but it's awkward for him to try and maneuver around this deeply human line of questioning.
You must be alone somewhere. Tell me, where do you reside? With a demeanor such as yours, this simply has to be a wonderful place.
It's quite far from here. I try not to laugh. Solis is still trying to play human as I requested, but it's clear that the townsfolk have already identified him as a celestial.
How far? Can we see it in the sky?
No, it's too far for that as well.
Oh, what a shame. I'd love to see it if it were.
Jewelry and accessories for sale.
Say you, young lord, how would you like to get something for your partner?
Partner? We aren't prepared quite. I quickly hook my arm around his and smile warmly. Thank you, but I have no need for jewelry. Let's move along, shall we, my love? Solis immediately flusters.
You're you're not yet. I didn't mean yet. Because I know you have yet to choose someone, but,
I lean up and whisper into his ear. We're playing human, remember?
Oh, alright then.
I could have lied and said we were anything else, but I want to keep the facade of playing human going just a little bit longer. At least, that's why I tell myself. Not long after, I break away from Solis' touch, lost in the lights and decorations. In this moment, it doesn't matter that the townsfolk can see that we are celestials and a mile away. For now, I can be among them, as I've always desired. Solis, isn't this beautiful? I turn to speak with him, only to see. Solis? My hand is empty. Solis is gone. I ask around, but no one seems to have seen him. A group of children are playing together near the edge of the market grounds. It's a last resort, but I approached them anyway. Say, have you seen anyone in red? Taller than me. He has curly hair and...
Oh, that glowy guy. Yeah, I think he went that way.
The child points to the left. I resolve to thank them and head in that direction, but then I see a soft glow approaching. Solis is coming toward me. I blink a few times in surprise before rushing to meet him halfway. Are you okay? Are you hurt? After all, he is my responsibility if something had happened to him. Solis sees my worry and smiles to Tamnet. I'm fine. How did you get so lost? I apologize, but frankly, I'm not quite sure. There were so many people. Thankfully, Solis abstains from saying human in front of the children, who are still staring in awe. I couldn't find you, so I stepped away from the crowds and decided to stay put. Easier than searching for each other in both of us movie. One of them, the youngest one, jumps up and down before running up to cling to Solis' leg. He awkwardly passed the little one's hand.
Glowy guy, can you show me the thing again?
Solis clears his throat a bit as he looks at me in clear panic. I don't know what you mean. Oh, go ahead. Please do the thing. He's not supposed to be doing things that stand out. My eyebrow lifts at Solis, and he pointedly looks away. I apologize, but one of the little ones was crying and... wow... They have been sworn to secrecy. I let out an exasperated breath. There, children. And where are their parents? Solis looks around one more time. One of the bigger children raises his hand, as if a student in a school.
We're allowed to be out because of the festival.
Another child looks at me indignantly.
We do keep secrets. Like Mommy said, I had to hide a present for Daddy, and I hid it good.
I am not sure how comforted I am by the statement, but my thoughts are interrupted by more requests for the thing.
Chloe, we wanna see the thing. Please let us see it. Please.
Solis sighs before looking at me with eyes that are almost pitiful. Forgive me, Lady Ilona. I cannot ignore such genuine requests. Solis creates a small orb of light in his hand and begins to let it dance around the children. They run around, trying to catch it like one would a firefly. Laughter fills the air, and just like that, my mild frustration at Solis melts away into sheepish amusement. What a pushover! That light disappears eventually, replaced by a deeper night. We make eye contact, and we both know we have to leave soon. Solis takes my hand without thought, clear by the fact that he seems to think nothing of it. I hope to see you all again.
We wanted to see it one more time.
Maybe next time.
Shall we go?
Yes, I believed I have figured something out for my visit. Thank you for the company. With the children plodding back home to their parents, we head back to our temporary residence. We are completely silent as we arrive at the castle grounds. Then I realize I need to return to my room. It's as if Solis reads my mind. Allow me to escort you to your room.
Thank you. Despite his request implying he has more to say, Solis is still silent as we approach my room. I could congratulate him on his first step to connecting with others, or lecture him about being so careless with his presence, but neither of those seem right to me. The silence feels better, plus, a part of me doesn't want to let go of his hand. Time passes all too quickly, and before I know it, we are forced to let go. I turn around to say goodbye in a robber way, but Solis grabs my hands again. He gives me a serious look that frees me in place. I learned many things about why you have so much affection for humanity. The children were especially kind. He clears his throat, looking embarrassed. Farewell, Zouheikyoku Luna. You know where to find me, if you so desire. I'll keep that in mind. Farewell. Satisfied, he turns and walks away. I take one last look at his retreating figure before heading inside. It's a new day and I'm heading up to the stairs when I feel a presence behind me. There are several temptations that overwhelm me. The temptation to scream, to shove the offending person away, and even the temptation to freeze in fear. I do none of those things. Instead, I turn around calmly and am immediately grateful I went with the option. Prince Zouheikyoku, what brings you here, Your Highness? Zouheikyoku's eyes are dark as usual, revealing nothing. They are well matched with his air of mystery, but not unpleasant, just strange. I have never minded strangeness, so his presence is welcoming to me, but I still have no idea why he's here, or what to say to him.
Zouheikyoku Luna, has everyone been treating you well?
I nod. Yes, there's nothing I can possibly complain about. I'm beyond grateful for the reception I've had. Thrill stuck around so I could adjust. A pleasant surprise. Solis, despite my frustrations toward some of his beliefs, has treated me kindly. I haven't had any run-ins with the other Celestials either.
I see. Then why?
He sighs as he drives off, but it's more a way to release sound than anything disdainful. Then, unexpectedly, he smiles. It's harder to notice in the dark because it's so small, but it is nice to see him as something less than gloomy. I wonder if we could be friends.
Do you know why they were arguing? I assumed it was over you, but it seems I was incorrect.
Me? No, definitely not. I wave my hands in frantic dismissal. I don't know. I could venture a guess, though. Bell has always valued his freedom and doesn't like formality or rules. It's not something I fully understand, but it is what it is.
Really?
He looks down contemplatively for a moment.
I understand Bell's feelings very well.
What do you mean?
It's nothing. But if you can't understand it either, then perhaps you're more like Solis than you think. Solis values responsibility, and it takes great joy and pride in providing for others. That is why he does not understand Bell, who chooses his own path rather than the life that most Celestials do, of ruling from the skies. Solis was chosen to become a Celestial, accepting that responsibility was never a choice. just as it was not one for you.
I protest mildly. But I did choose. I chose to save my people.
And was there any alternative?
I scoff. Well, of course not. Of course not.
As it was for Solis too. It was never an option for him, because his path was chosen when he earned the right to become a Celestial.
I look at His Highness suspiciously. You're trying to help Solis, aren't you?
I might be his friend, but I am not his keeper. He can help himself. Still, I want to make things clear to you.
That's a little detached, isn't it? I don't think we're close enough for me to say that. So I simply nod and wait for Zouheikyoku to finish.
In any case, this is for you. I told Solis to give it to you himself, but he is a stubborn fool who does not listen to advice well. Zouheikyoku looks amused. He wanted to respect your space and wait for you to come to him, if you were willing to. But then, I suppose being gallant is much more his style than mine.
Zouheikyoku pulls out a beautiful star handpiece. My eyes are drawn to it immediately. It looks like the night sky. Touched, I can't help but wonder as I add the piece to my hair. Did Solis buy this on a whim, or did he really think it through? Suddenly, I've overcome with a desire to know.
Wait, oh, okay, nice. She has her new hairpiece now. Oh, looking pretty. What is it, Daikeeper Ilona?
If this is a gift from Solis, why do you have it?
I took it. For the first time in his life, Solis was being far too indecisive, so I helped him with taking the first step. So, hello, Brother Zouheikyoku. Great matchmaker, I guess. I guess it's because it's not his route, so, he's a great matchmaker. Nice.
That's unexpected. For someone who denied being Solis' keeper, he suddenly is doing a lot for him. I don't know what my expectations were of Zouheikyoku's demeanor before, but a few are definitely shattered before my eyes now. Still, I'm grateful, because I know what I want to do. Would Solis be in his room right now?
That is where I left him, yes.
Alright, I'll head there now. At least, wait. Where is it exactly?
It's the room beside yours. I was told you requested the room specifically to care for whatever needs came up without disturbing you.
For some reason, that makes me feel, I don't know. I don't want to put a label on it, but I'm certainly not displeased. Thank you so much. He does not say anything else, merely nodding in reply. Once I get to the correct hallway, Solis' room isn't hard to find. I knock on the door a few times and hear rustling before the door is quickly pushed open.
Ooh! Oh, nice. What a fluffy hair. Super fluffy. Like, really, really fluffy. Wow, that's a lot of hair. I know his hair is curly, but when he put it in a ponytail, it looks less than he had. And this one is like a whole bunch of hair. Nice. Zouheikyoku. I swear, you did what I think you did. Oh.
I wave a little awkwardly. Solis' hair is down, and he looks somewhat disheveled. Was he looking for the hairpiece? Hello, I've come to see you in your glorious hair.
Oh, and of course that's why my room is in a state of disarray. You are welcome to come in, though you must forgive me for the mess. I was looking for something.
Something like this? I gestured toward my hair, smiling as he gaped.
That cursed dastard. Oh, that's a really that's a nice kind of cursing. Kind of like it sounds real fancy. That accursed dastard. Okay. No, he is my friend. I cannot curse his name, no matter how badly I wish to.
I'm grateful to him actually. He helped me realize some things. May I come in? Solis looks flustered now, but he holds the door open and lets me in. A few of the lights are on, which surprises me. Considering how much light Solis gives off, I never imagined he'll rely on lines beside himself. Speaking of dimness, the glow that surrounds him is much brighter than it was when he first opened his door. Is it presumptuous of me to wonder if that's because of me? Still, he wasn't wrong when he said that his room was a bit of a mess. The chairs are stacked with Solis books and other personal items, and there's only one place to sit. Without another thought, I sat on his bed. To my surprise, Solis blushes right away.
Are you comfortable there? Huh? Does her sitting on the bed mean something?
He can barely look at me. How unexpectedly endearing. I didn't expect to enjoy his blustering as much as I do. I am. Is this okay?
I don't know why. Perhaps it is a remnant of a human life, but I seem to dislike people sitting on my bed.
Oh, do you want me to move? Solis hesitates for a long moment.
No, it's okay if it's you.
If it's me, I wonder at his words, and more specifically, how to respond to this sincerity. For all that Solis is, he certainly wears his heart on his sleeves.
Ew. So she is special.
I don't know the answer. My body asks before my mind or my mouth do. I reach up and pull him down beside me. When we are both seated, I keep his hands in mine. Lord Solis, what do you want for us? And why?
Why?
I could choose you for my sky, but not if your interest in me is for the wrong reasons.
The wrong reasons.
He contemplates before me, his chin resting on his hand. His stare is in my direction, a mysterious sort of expression that I wish I knew the thoughts behind.
I have always thought I earned my position, that it was a thing of pride, but if I hadn't earned this position, how would I feel then? Would I be someone lesser?
I would say no. Solis stands, breaking our hands apart to begin pacing wildly.
And I would disagree. I would have looked down on the version of myself who didn't earn his position as a son. It would have meant that I was just another pitiable creature needing guidance and protection. A son is all-powerful, essential to life, a pillar of hope, not unlike your moon. The belief that I earned this position kept me going through the most difficult days. But if I truly did the same job without earning it, I cannot imagine that I'll truly be worthless, because the same job is being performed to the best of its ability. Being a celestial is a thing of pride, a grace, but perhaps in my case, it is a thing of too much pride.
He sighs deeply.
Where does that leave me?
I stare at him for a moment. Solis freezes in place from his heated pacing. He seems even more flustered than before, which is better than being morose in my book.
I apologize. I did not mean to go on so much about myself.
It's fine. You can continue, Lord Solis.
Oh, well, thank you. I had a point, but I seem to have lost my train of thought.
In that case,
and that should be a good point to save and stop our play for today. Our playthrough for today.
and that should be the end of our session today. This time we have a little date with Solis downtown, which is very cute. We see many parts and faces of himself when interact with the townspeople. And hand holding. Hand holding. Hand holding. It's very important. You gotta repeat it two times, 3 times. And he seemed to learn about a bit more about himself. And when he had his hair down too, which is really fluffy and has a lot of hair. Thank you all for watching, and I'll see you on the next playthrough.